Marvel Zombies show is not what you think. What I mean is, the Marvel Zombies show is kind of being sold as a sequel to the What If episode from season 1. The 5th episode was What If Zombies. It introduced a specific group of characters. It also introduced a specific group of characters who had already been zombified. And then at the end, if you remember, and spoilers for a 4-year-old episode of television, Spider-Man, T'Challa, and Ant-Man's floating head are traveling to Wakanda to save the world, but it turns out they're actually going to have to fight zombie Thanos. That's this big cliffhanger the episode ends on. So this is being sold as a continuation of that story, and it is that. But what this really ends up being is kind of speedrunning a Phase 4 Avengers movie, and if there is one crime that this series commits, it's that it's too late. But like, after Phase 4, fans of these movies who are like really into them and the shows and stuff like that, I think that was before we'd say this fatigue had set in, and I think specifically we were like, we're watching all these things, we're getting all these characters introduced, when are they going to meet, when is it going to culminate, because it's feeling like we're meeting more and more and more characters, and it's not building to anything. Now, I don't think this is what Phase 4 was building towards. I don't think this is why they introduced all of these characters, but I think this movie show thing gives you the same kind of feeling that an Avengers movie does, of like, oh, that one, and now they're meeting, and it doesn't count because it takes place in this alternate universe. Like, none of this is going to carry forward into Avengers Doomsday, I assume. Like, many of these characters will meet again for the first time. But I don't know, the same way that Thunderbolts in Phase 5 felt like the proxy Avengers movie, this feels like the proxy Avengers movie of Phase 4, but the problem is it came out in Phase 6. And I guess part of the too late comes from the fact that, like, we're a year away from Avengers Doomsday, so a lot of these meetings and a lot of these big character interactions are going to happen there. I'm not saying that makes this less important or less good or you shouldn't watch it. I'm just saying, like, if this came out 2 years ago, I think this could have been really good for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like, I think it could have served the same function as an Avengers movie tends to.